A very good afternoon to you and welcome to this edition of Lunchtime News. I'm Katharina Chang. Let's take a look at your headlines this afternoon. A locomotive operator of a train assaulted in Alawa. The delays in train services continue. President arrives in Shanghai, China. The no confidence motion against the government to be taken up for debate. Narendra Modi is set to stake claim to form a government today. A number of train services were delayed this morning after a locomotive operator of a train plying from Mahava to Colombo was assaulted by a group of passengers at the Alawa train station earlier today. The railway control room said that the passengers of the train in question had assaulted the locomotive operator, citing delays, and has later obstructed the tracks. The railway control room added that the demonstration by the passengers drew to a stand subsequent to discussions with officials. Our correspondent in the area said that the train that was stopped at the Alawa train station commenced its operation at 10 this morning.
This demonstration by passengers took place after a group assaulted the locomotive operator of the train plying from Mahava to Colombo. The passengers have assaulted the locomotive operator, citing a delay in train operations. As a result, the locomotive operator had stopped the train at the Alawa train station and fled. Despite the attempts made by the police to intervene and commence the train operations, the demonstrating passengers did not allow it. They also obstructed journalists from reporting on the incident. The tense situation came to a standstill subsequent to discussions between the demonstrating passengers and authorities. As a result of the demonstration, 20 trains were stopped on the tracks of the Alawa train station, unable to proceed. The railway's control room said that the delays in train services can be experienced throughout the day. Newsfirst reporter Shanta Thalgaspitia also reported on the incident. Chairman of the Locomotive Engineers Association, T.G. Vijayaratna, condemned the assaults of the locomotive operator. Meanwhile, a delay was reported on the northern train tracks last morning as a result of a technical failure experienced on a train between Polgahavela and Pothuhera.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa arrived in Shanghai, China this morning. The president is in China to attend the Conference on Interaction and Confidence Building Measures in Asia, or CICA. The president received a warm welcome at the Shanghai International Airport. Sri Lankan ambassador to China, Ranjit Uyangoda, was also present for this occasion. The President is due to address the Conference on Interaction and Confidence Building Measures in Asia tomorrow. According to the presidential spokesman and international media unit, during the visit, President Rajapaksa is also expected to hold bilateral discussions with several other heads of state who will be in China for the conference. Later this evening, President Rajapaksa will attend a welcome banquet and a cultural performance hosted by Chinese President Xi Jinping. A group including External Affairs Minister Professor G.L. Pires are accompanying the President. The no confidence motion against the government moved in Parliament by the opposition is scheduled to be taken up for debate today. Now, the opposition moved the no confidence motion in February, signed by 30 MPs, including Chief Opposition Whip John Amaratunga. The motion is moved against the government's failure to prevent the influx of dangerous drugs, including narcotics, into the country. And on to other local news, an accident on the Ratnapura-Panadar road in Gurugoda claimed the life of one person this morning. It is suspected that the accident had taken place between 2:30 and 3:30 early this morning. The police stated that the accident took place when the motorcycle veered off the road and fell into a drain. The 24-year-old rider of the motorcycle was killed in the accident and has been identified as Nalka Neranga, a resident of Passara. The body of the deceased is currently placed in the Horana Base Hospital and investigations are underway. On to other local news. Authorities raided a house in Gampaha last evening over excavating for treasure. The raid was conducted based on a tip-off received by the National Gem and Jewellery Authority. The police said that excavations have taken place at the house located down Nildiya Sevanamavata in Bogamo, which is located in Gampaha. Accordingly, the excavations had taken place at the location in Convert manner. The Gem and Jewellery Authority stated that a hole 50 feet deep had been dug up inside the house. The police also stated that the residents of the house had fled at the time of the raid. The suspects in relation to the incident have not been arrested as yet, and further investigations in the incident are underway. The Department of Meteorology states that showers can be expected in the morning hours, particularly in the Western Province in the coming days. The Deputy Director of the Department, Anusha Varnakulasuriya, states that the several provinces may experience thunder showers in the evening hours. Atmospheric conditions are taking a favorable turn. We can expect light showers in the morning hours in the Western Province and Southern coast from 5 am to around 10 am. Furthermore, during the evening, thunder showers can be expected in the Eastern Province, Central and Uva provinces. Today, the Bay of Manna as well as the seas of Hambantara can expect wind speeds of 50 kilometers per hour. And moving on to international news. Sources have said Narendra Modi is all set to stake claim to form government today, as his swearing-in ceremony as the country's next Prime Minister could be held between Sunday next, the 25th of May, and Tuesday, May 27th. A date is yet to be formally announced for the ceremony. Modi has been camped in Delhi for the past 2 days, holding multiple meetings to finalize the names of people to join his cabinet. Today, the BJP's 282 Lok Sabha MPs will elect him their leader. That will be followed by a meeting of the NDA, which will choose Modi as the alliance's leader. Modi will then lead the NDA to the president to stake claim. His party, the BJP, has won 336 of the 543 seats in the Lok Sabha with its allies. He will return to Gujarat today for a public meeting in his assembly constituency, Maninagar, and tell the voters that he would be resigning and moving on to Delhi. The following day, Modi will be felicitated by the BJP legislators in the assembly, which is meeting for a special session. Modi will then pave the way for the party MLAs to elect their new chief minister by resigning from the Maninagar seat. The BJP has sent party observers to supervise the change of guard. Sources say Anandiben is a top contender to take over the chief minister's post, which Modi has held since October 2001. Meanwhile, shattered by the party's worst debacle in elections, Congress President Sonia Gandhi and Vice President Rahul Gandhi today offered to resign accepting responsibility, but the party unanimously rejected it. The offer came at a meeting of the Congress Working Committee in the backdrop of rumblings in the party over the style of functioning of Team Rahul and demands for action against them. Well, that's a wrap for this edition of Lunchtime News. It was lovely having you with us. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Katharina Chang. Have a pleasant day ahead.